have our very special guest here all week. We've been so honored and blessed to have the Pompas here. Our new great friends of cellular detox healing. Everything's changing at True Wellness, like always. We're so honored, but we've done their nasos, so now their sinuses are cleared out.
Yeah, don't expect me to talk very well.
All they can do is smell Genevieve's food. And Genevieve's
I can't smell anything right now, but I smelled it before I got this done.
Genevieve's been a fan of Dr. Pompa's for a very long time, and it was her birthday weekend last weekend, so this is such an honor for her. She's gonna be so excited. So let's go on a taste and see what Genevieve's doing for her FODMAP. Excuse us, we have to interrupt. We have a very special guest. We're doing a little filming. Come on in. This is Dr. Pompa and Dr. Dan Pompa and Dr. Marilee, not Dr.
Hello, everybody.
Marilee Pompa. And Genevieve is cooking some amazing food. What are you up to in here?
I am
It smells delicious.
talking all about FODMAPs, which are basically highly fermentable foods. And we're talking all about the gut today. So gas and bloating, all great talk when it comes to eating. But a lot of people suffer from digestive issues. You know, IBS impacts over 70 million people throughout the country. And so I'm talking all about FODMAP foods, foods that are really healthy, but in certain individuals that have sensitive guts can actually exacerbate gas and bloating and things of that nature. So I was just telling them about the low FODMAP approach to diet and eating, but how in extreme cases, diet alone is really not going to be the answer. So we were just delving into some of the herbal antimicrobials and even other alternatives that there are out there if it's full-blown Sibo or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So,
Did you want to add anything, Dr. Pompa?
Oh, I could add a lot because
Please
I
do.
suffer from it, yeah. A lot of people get small intestinal bacteria overgrowth from food poisoning, but it typically happens 2 or 3 months later, so they never really make the connection or the association. Or after infections in the jaw, whether it be a root canal or a cavitation, or after a surgery removing that. But anything that releases bacteria from here can end up in the gut. And small intestinal bacteria overgrowth is we have too many bacteria in our small intestine. They can be good guys or they can be bad guys. Sometimes the ileocecal valve, which is a valve between the small intestine and the large intestine, can go into spasm and allow good bacteria from our colon, our large intestine, to go up in the small intestine. That can cause it too, and that's an easy solution. You can just rub 5 to 10 minutes, not even 3 minutes will do it oftentimes, of the ileocecal valve. It's pretty deep, and it's in between your belly button and the most prominent part of your hip, that little ball right there, right in between, and you go very deep with your knees up, laying down is typically the solution there. But that wasn't my issue. I got it after I had a cavitation surgery done, and the bacteria went in my gut. So I too had to eat low FODMAP. No onions, no garlic, none of these really fermentable types of things, and there's a lot of other things. Cashews. Took me a while to figure it out that these foods were making me flare up. Oftentimes people think that they have food allergies, and so they're avoiding different foods, trying different things, but it's small intestinal bacteria overgrowth. So it goes very misdiagnosed, if you will. Many people don't know. And there's a complex of nerves that its job is to move food through your small intestine, and it happens mostly at night when you're not eating. And it's called the migrating motor complex. And its job literally is to move the particles of food through so they don't stay in your small intestine too long and ferment. The problem is the body attacks that nerve complex. It's basically autoimmune. So a lot of people don't realize their Sibo is autoimmune. So it's not just about trying to kill these bacteria in the small intestine. Oftentimes we have to stop the body from attacking this nerve complex. Because if that's not working, you're not moving the foods through fast enough. And it's not like you can necessarily be constipated. This job of these nerves is just to move food particles through so they don't ferment these bacteria. So a lot of different causative factors. But
And in the small intestines, you have your Peyer's patches,
that's right.
which
Make macropod.
also create lymphatic cells. Oh,
right.
how about that?
Yeah,
So the
lymphoid
Peyer's
tissue and
patches
macro,
are
yeah.
the tonsils of the gut.
Yes.
Did you know that? The Peyer's
Yeah.
patches called tonsils of the gut.
Yes.